Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, April 4th, 2016. Take a look at Facebook today. It's bouncing off the lows, but down 3% on the day. Part of the issue here is that they're having trouble getting the parts for the Oculus 3D system, a virtual reality system, and that is causing delays. But in all fairness, I don't think that per se, since it wasn't going to add a lot of revenue to their bottom line or profits, I don't think that's the real issue here. Bottom line is you have a chart that's very, very bearish, and today's price action is epically bearish on the bigger time frame. Let me explain why. All right, so first of all, take a look at Friday's price action. The stock gapped lower and then rallied sharply higher. It actually was a beautiful move up. That move should not be reversed today. You guys understand what I'm saying? Is it had a great, very strong move. To see the stock lower and wiping out the lows from Friday, that taking that whole move up and erasing it and then some, very, very negative for the overall stock. And I think the answer is really found on the daily chart of Facebook. The reason is this. Here was this pivot top right here, and this is going back to, looks like early February. February 2nd was that doji put in as a top pivot. And then the market obviously sold off, and Facebook came crashing down here, right? So what we saw here was a sharp decline, and this move up here has been an inside bar move. And inside bar moves when they're inside of a drop move like this, and when I say inside, it's from this pivot top to this low. All of this price action is inside of that move. That is a very bearish setup. So you have a bearish setup, and notice how just the other day we made a high pivot and reversed as well right here. Notice how you never took out that high pivot from February 2nd. So really, this is a very bearish chart pattern on Facebook, and it seems like even the reversal on Friday could have been somewhat of a fool's errand, if you will. Something that kind of got a lot of the amateurs very bullish, and then they're just getting wiped out today. So ultimately, today you're getting a bounce. Why? Because the daily 20 moving average is right here. There's the daily 20, so you just kind of kissed it and are bouncing off of it. But overall, I would be personally very negative on this chart pattern. All right, as long as this chart pattern does not take out this high right here, going back to February 2nd, this is one of the best bearish setups out there. Now, I don't know what that speaks to, whether or not they're going to have trouble with earnings in the coming quarter when they announce earnings in a couple weeks. I really honestly couldn't tell you what the catalyst will be for a drop, but the one thing I do know, folks, is that this chart is a very bearish setup, and I would not be surprised if Facebook trades down as low as $100 on earnings. Okay? Now, obviously, be very careful if you're thinking about shorting it into earnings. I don't like holding stocks into earnings because there's a lot of risk involved there. Even if there's only a 10% chance that you're wrong, I mean, that 10% chance could still cost you 10% of a pop on the stock. So be a little careful there. But bottom line is I wanted to pass this information along to you. Unbelievably bearish chart pattern right here on Facebook. Target for me is the 200 moving average at 99 bucks, right around 99.50 right here. That would be my downside target. I think that could be achieved in the next 2 weeks, to be honest. I think you look at maybe the catalyst fully being earnings as being reaching that target, but that's what the charts are looking like. All right, guys, bottom line is at InTheMoneyStocks.com, that is where I give my information. I give my live swing trade alerts there. You can look at our track record. It blows your mind. It is unbelievably amazing that we just continue to spit profits out year after year. It is a live track record, and again, fully third-party verified as well. All right, guys, take care. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. You want those swing trade alerts? Join the Research Center. There is a 7-day free trial.